Very good evening, everybody. Welcome to Pathfinders trainings. Can all of you hear me properly? See the screen properly and see me properly. Just give me a confirmation in the chat box. People are joining, so it normally takes about 2-3 minutes for people to join. Yes, guys. Chat box is private. Whatever you write in the chat box is visible to me only. So just confirm that you are able to have the transmission is fine with you so that I can start. Yes, Rameshwar Singh says clear. Okay, great. While people are joining, some ground rules here. It's a 2-hour webinar where I'll be talking about the stock market. And, in the first half, we'll be talking about investments. In the second half, we'll be talking about trading. We'll be covering the whole gamut of the stock market. I'll be teaching you how to build portfolios and how to trade options, whether it is options buying or option writing. you know. And we'll be looking at the stock market from a perspective from which it should be looked here. Right? So good to see all of you. Let's start. Stock market as a skill to make money. That's what we'll be talking about. Life is a game of skills. When we are born with zero skills. We have no skills when we are born. The only skill we have is to cry. That's all we know. So we cry, cry, and cry. Then our parents give us skills. They teach us how to talk, how to walk, how to socialize, even how to eat, how to use a potty. They all teach that to us. Then we go to schools and we learn other skills, reading and writing skills. You learn social skills. You learn the skill to ride a bicycle, then a motorcycle, then a car. You have the skill of, playing cricket. Do you know in Sweden nobody knows how to play cricket? It's a skill we have because it was taught to us. Then as you grow, you have to earn money. So you learn the required skills. You do your graduation, you do your specialization, you become doctors, you become engineers, you become businessmen, you become IT guys, and many others, consultants. And that's how, by the age of 26, 27, you start your journey of earning money. So money making is a skill game. Money making skill का खेल है. What is your skills? How do you make your money, guys? Write in the chat box. How do you make your money? Are you a doctor? Are you an engineer? Are you a businessman? Are you a chartered accountant, IT guy, whatever? How do you make your money? Write in the chat box. If you will interact with in the chat box, then I'll know that you are able to comprehend my session. What would be your preferred language? Language preferred क्या रहेगी? Would you prefer English or will you prefer Hindi? Or will you prefer a mix of both? Entrepreneur, okay, mix. So also kindly provide your introduction. My introduction. Okay, sure, I can do that. That's a good way to start. Okay, let's start with, I think, easiest place to start is Facebook. That's my Facebook account, guys. My name is Yogeshwar Vashisht, and that's how I. Wait a minute. Yeah, yeah, that's how I look. I'm 58 years old, and that's my wife Dharmishta, married for 30 years now, blessed with two boys, and both of them have studied in US. The elder one has come back, joined my business. The younger one is finishing his graduation. Then he will do his master's, and he is, graduating in computer science and data science. So that's me here. Okay. Then I have a LinkedIn channel. You might want to check that, where I have about 9,300 followers on my LinkedIn, and I regularly write on LinkedIn. You can follow me if you want. I regularly write articles on LinkedIn. I'll go for English. Most people have asked for English, so I'll go for English, guys. So here, and you can follow me, read the articles. One I would especially like to give you here. Give me a minute, I'll find it. Just 1 minute. Mhm. Somewhere it has gone down. It was very popular among my traders and investors. I think I'll give it to you. Mhm. Yeah, that's the one. Yes. What defines a good trade? Mastering probability in trading. Trading and investing is a game of probabilities. That's what I'll be talking about today a lot. Now, Rameshwar, since I'm an electrical engineer, was an Indian IOC marketing, now retired, looking for additional earnings through share market. Okay, fine, sir. I've done my M-Tech from IIT Roorkee. Let me introduce myself in brief, then we will carry on. That is a request from 2, 3 people. Please introduce yourself. So that's me here. This is John Bollinger, inventor of Bollinger Bands, and learned a lot from him. Then this is my trading room, and I love to read. So this is my 4 screen, 5 screen setup. That's books, and you can see all these books on the back side. So this whole section here is stock market books. And this one here is mostly philosophy, spiritual, you know, those are the books here. So I'm always reading a book. This is my M-Tech degree. I've done my M-Tech from IIT Roorkee. When I passed out, it used to be University of Roorkee, became an IIT later on, and I specialized in applied geology, geotechnical engineering, and I have done only one job in my whole life for about 15 years. I used to work for a Swedish multinational called Skanska. This is my NISM certification, guys. This is must now. I used to work for Skanska, a Swedish multinational, and I have built hydropower project in Uri, hydropower project. Then I was in Sri Lanka for a few years working on the Kuklaganga hydropower project. Then I was in Sweden, then on Norway. And my last project was in Peru, South America, where I was working on Yuncan hydropower project. And when I was in Peru, I enrolled myself for an online course in an American academy called Pristine Academy. And there I trained myself for 5 years in stock market. Yeah, 5 years. You heard it right. And at that time in 2001, I paid them a fees of 3 lakh rupees. Then I used to have a salary of 4 lakh rupees a month, and I paid them 3 lakh rupees. But this is the best investment I have done. My father taught me the best investment that you can do is in your skills. Whenever you enhance your skills, that's when you do the biggest investment. So that has paid me well. Then 2007, I came back to India, became a full-time trader. I like this profession. 2008, the market crashed and made a lot of money in that crash since I know how to short futures. I know how to create option strategies. Yeah. Another opportunity I got was from 2010 to 2012, where I was part of this international group of traders who are very skilled and they were working on high probability trades. That's when I heard the term for the first time, high probability trade. What is a high probability trade? An investment or a trade where your probability of success is always more than 70%. That is called a HPT, high probability trade. And since then, I started engaging only in high probability trade. Then Eric Weddell, a good friend of mine, he motivated me to become a coach. I said, why do I want to become a coach? I'm making good money sitting at home. He said, no, when you will become a coach, you will challenge yourself every day because you have to live trade in front of others, build portfolios in front of others. They will learn, they'll be motivated, and you would be under a pressure to perform and learn. And that has, been so true. So this is the first batch of mine that passed out in 2012 in Mumbai. After that, more than 120 batches like this passed out. And 2017, the trainings become totally online. And so far, I've trained about 8,000 people in my main trainings and about 6 lakh people in introductories like this. That's me, guys. So let's start. So here, if you move here on this, let's open this. When we come to the stock market, let's do the first thing that I want to talk about. Stock market is done. Stock market is done with 80-20 rule. That's how I do. I don't know about others, but that's how I have made my money into the stock market. Stock market is done with the 80-20 rule. What is the 80-20 rule? 80% weightage is to investing and 20% weightage is to trading. I'll be explaining this in detail. 20% weightage is to trading. Okay. Then another one, use NMT principle. What is the NMT principle? No manual trading, only automated trading. Only automated trading. Okay. And last, whether trading or investing, whether trading or investing, the probability should be more than 70%. Should be more than 70%. If you stick to these rules, now these are not written in any books. These are my rules that I've made it. I'm in the market for about 22 years plus now. And if we stick to this one, we will do well. Now, you want me to keep this session practical or theoretical? Yes. What would you prefer? A practical session or a theoretical session? Yes, practical. So let's take practical. Now, now let's move a little. Let's start with a very simple, example. We all want to make money. We all want to build portfolios. If for your long-term portfolio, I give you a choice either to buy Reliance Industries or Suraj products? Which one will you buy? If I give you a choice, just a minute, I'll, yes, write in the chat box, right? Most people said Reliance. Most people, it's very normal, natural. Most people said Reliance. Now, have you seen the balance sheet of Reliance? All those who said Reliance, have you seen the balance sheet of Reliance? Yes or no? I bet you have never seen the balance sheet of Reliance. And even if you have seen the balance sheet, there is a very high chance you don't know how to read that balance sheet. You don't know how to read that balance sheet. You did say Suraj products because you have never heard the name. You have never heard the name. So now, in stock market, will you buy the name or the performance? चलिए बताइए चैट बॉक्स में लिखिए would you buy the name or the performance? What will make you rich? Performance, of course. Very good. Meera Singh's performance. Now let's see the performance. Let's see these two. Okay. First, I go to the popular choice, Reliance. If I look at this popular choice, Reliance, let's see Reliance in the last 3 years. In the last 3 years, since 21, Reliance returns that you got are ZERO 0. You got zero returns in Reliance. Even though you might feel it is a great company, but the fact is in the last 3 years, the returns Reliance has given are zero. Okay. Then Saurav says, so we don't know how to study the charts. Well, you at least know how to have this horizontal line. 3 years back, the price was 1301. Today, the price is 1292. Saurav Kapoor, you don't need the study of charts for this. You need basic maths. What is the return on Reliance in the last 3 years? ZERO 0. Now, let's go to Suraj products. Suraj products. And we see here, if we move on, this is Suraj product. 3 years back, we bought Suraj products at about 94 rupees. Remember the exact price. And we sold all of it at about 902 rupees when the fair value was achieved. You know, now, Rameshwar Singh, but it gave bonus 1:1. That is a joke, Rameshwar Singh ji. Bonus doesn't mean anything. The stock price becomes half. You get double the number of shares. The value of your stocks in a bonus or a split remains exactly the same. It's an eye wash. कितने सालों से ये आपको बोनस और स्प्लिट के नाम पे उल्लू बनाते हैं राइट ओके एनीवे लेट्स गो टेल मी रामेश्वर सिंह जी by getting the bonus of 1:1 did the value of your stock become double or did it remain the same बताइए did the value of your stock become double or did it remain the same it remained the same so what do companies do? Let's say the stock price becomes 3,000 rupees. They know now people think it has become expensive. So they will give a 1:1 bonus or a 1:1 split. So the price becomes 1,500 and people feel the price has become cheap now. That's the only trick. It's a trick, sir. Nothing else. Okay. Now, if you see, so now tell me to create long-term wealth, would you need a stock like Reliance? I'm not saying Reliance. Or would you like to buy stocks like Suraj products? Suraj product grew 100% per year. and Reliance grew 0% per year. And today we will talk how to get, stocks like Suraj products into your portfolio. Would you be interested to learn that? Yes or no? Right? चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. Let me go through a few slides now. That's me, guys, Yogeshwar Vashisht. These are the various asset classes: stocks, FD, mutual fund, real estate. We'll be talking about stock market today, both investing perspective and the trading perspective. We'll be talking about both today. Right? Now, stock market is can be practiced part-time, it can be practiced full-time. And what are the reasonable expectations from the stock market? Now, a reasonable expectation from building a portfolio in the stock market is to make 4 times that of the FD. FD gives 6% per year, 6 into 4 is 24. Ideally, your stock portfolio should be growing at about 24% per year. Then, when you trade, you should be able to make about 5 to 10% per month. And what is the probability of that happening? Very low. You know, what is a very good probability of making money with a 70% plus? 4% per month, 48% per year. So a good rule of thumb is, you know, here, if you want to make it, very, very 100% per year is aggressive one. But if you want high probability, you are targeting 48% per year. 48% per year is what you are targeting. High probability. Today we will talk about only high probability trading. Right? तो ये हमारी reasonable expectations हैं stock market से. Because if you don't have reasonable expectations, you will not be able to perform here. You have to know what are you working hard for. And in stock market, people who know make money from the people who don't. Since for every buyer there is a seller, and for every person making profit, there is another person making a loss. These are the various products. I'll come to that later. Now, in stock market, you will be practicing 4 types of trading. Intraday trading, a trade that lasts only for one day, is intraday. Swing trading, a trade lasts for a few days. Positional trading, a trade that lasts for a few weeks. And portfolio building, trades that last from a few months to a few years. So these are and you should be proficient in all of them. That's good. Now, this is the most important rule in the field of finance. Rule of 70. What is rule of 72? 72 divided by the rate of interest in which you know, your money will become double. For example, pension funds gives 4% per year. How much time will the money take to become double? 72 divided by 4, 18 years. FDs give 6% per year. How much time will it take for the money to become double? 72 divided by 6, 12 years. FD series PPF grows at about 8% per year. It'll take 9 years for your money to become double. The mutual funds historically have grown at about 12% per year. So it requires 6 years for the money to become double. And stock portfolios, if growing at 24% per year, your money will become double in 3 years. So how fast the doubling happens makes all the difference. Now, These are the various rates that I just said. Let's see what difference does it make. If you put your portfolio growing at 6% per year in FD, you put your money in 25 years, doubling every 12 years, your 1 lakh will become 4.5 lakhs. In growing at 12% per year, doubling every 6 years, your 1 lakh will become 16 lakh rupees. Better than FD, of course. But growing at 24% per year, your 1 lakh will become 4.8 crore rupees. Now, most people looking for safety go for 6% per year. But if you learn how to do 24% per year, you can make about 5 crores in 25 years. And I know many of you invest only in mutual funds. Mutual funds सही है पर इतना भी सही नहीं है. Now, is this possible? Let's first see, is it evidence-based or is it just a theory? No, it is evidence-based. Let's go and check out. Now, I run an investors club for the past 5 years, and this is the investors club that we started in October 2019 with a capital of about 60 lakh rupees. 30 lakh in my account, 30 lakh in my wife's account. And we have a trading room that is running for 14 years now. You know, and my students, they started requesting in 18, so why don't you build an investors club where you can build a portfolio and we can build a portfolio with you. So we started with that. And this is the result of that portfolio, scientific portfolio with rules that I'll be teaching you. So in first year, the 60 lakhs gives 4,000 rupees. Second year, the 60 lakh rupees gave 13 lakh and 89,000 rupees. Third year, it gave 19 lakh and 81,000 rupees here. The zero. This is the third year, minus 2 lakh 56,000 rupees. Fourth year, 63 lakhs 82,000 rupees. And this year, we have already booked 16 lakh and 97,000 rupees. 0.1%, 23%, 33%, minus 4.3%, 106%, and this year already booked 28.3%, growing at 39.7% per year. Where can I check this? This is only Excel sheet. The only place you can check these is in the ledgers account. This is my account. Let's look at the capital gains report here. You can see here, let's start from 1920, and I started building 1,249, right? Then 2021, 5 lakh 46,000. That's my portfolio with my mobile number and my email ID. Then 21, 22, 9 lakh 47,000 rupees here. 22, 23, loss of 3 lakh 16,000. 23, 24, profit of 30 lakh 97,000. And this year, already a 3 lakh and 29,000. Let's go to the other portfolio. That's my wife's portfolio. Here, you see, let's start from 1920. First year, minus 6,779. Second year, 8 lakh 27,000. 10 lakh 22,000. Next year, minus 52,000. Last year, 32 lakh 34,000. And this year, 11 lakh and 46,000 already booked. And this is a running portfolio here of about 63 lakh rupees. Even after the correction, my portfolio is still in profit. The key to any portfolio is drawdown. is drawdown. That's the key to any portfolio. The market has gone down by about 8% from the high in the last 1.5 months. The portfolio has a drawdown of plus 1%. So that is the power of a good portfolio. I practice the method of finding undervalued stocks, which I've learned from Benjamin Graham. The most famous student of Benjamin Graham is Warren Buffett. I'm sure you have heard the name Warren Buffett here. So that's the kind of portfolio that you should have, but it is not a buy and hold portfolio. In the last 5 years, the standard number of stocks in this portfolio is 440. And in the last 5 years, I have changed 88 stocks in Europe in this portfolio. So it is a rotation kind of thing that we go for. So let's now start learning the process, whatever I can teach you. Then, of course, you can learn later on in detail from me. How can you start the process of building this kind of a portfolio, right? Then, when I do my trading, I do a lot of trading. Where do the money come from? The money comes from renting my portfolio. I rent my portfolio the way you rent your house. Many people don't know that you can rent your portfolio. And by renting that portfolio, you can generate an additional 2% per month, which increases the value of the portfolio further. So now let's start diving a little into that. Are you liking the session, guys? Is the pace fine? Are you comfortable with the session? Right. Fantastic. Thank you. First, we'll focus on the investing. Then in the second half, we'll be talking a lot about trading. Now, let's move on to, yes, let's move here. Can somebody tell me what is the total number of stocks listed on NSE and BSE? Any guess? 5,500. Vishal says 5,000. Ajay says 7,000. You guys have an idea. You guys have an Harish says 5,000. So let's find the exact ones. Now, let's look at stock whose market capitalization is greater than zero. What is market capitalization? Total number of stocks multiplied by the market price of the stock is called the net worth, the market capitalization of the company. So I run this query. So this is the exact number of stocks that are there. 4,834. And what is the ideal number of stocks for your portfolio? Between 30 and 40. Between 30 and 40. That is the ideal number. Now, obviously, you cannot buy all the 4,834. What are the stocks you know? First, let me tell you the stocks you know, which most people have in their portfolio. They are blue chip companies. Why did you say Reliance, TCS, Adani's? Because they are known names. You hear about them on the TV, there are hoardings around, and you think because you know them, they are good company. That's all, nothing else. You don't know anything about them. You assume they are good. So that is stocks with a market capitalization greater than 1 lakh crores. This is the companies that you know. How many of these are? 96. I can bet most of you own companies only from this list. A TCS, a Reliance, a Bata, that's the kind of companies you own. Yes, guys. Tell me one company you own. Everybody, if you can write in the chat box one company that you own. सब नहीं लिखना, एक लिखना. I'm sure you have some portfolios with you. Tata Steel, list में है sir. Hello, sir. Will this session help in trading Canada and USA? Yes. I have a lot of my students in Canada, USA, Australia, Dubai. So principles remain exactly the same. In fact, last week, we identified six undervalued stocks in the US market now in a very expensive mode. Okay. So TCS लिस्ट में है, विप्रो लिस्ट में है, इन्फोसिस लिस्ट में है, एनटीपीसी लिस्ट में है, बजाज हाउसिंग लिस्ट में है. नाउ टेल मी, Marico list में. Got it? Got the logic? Why did you buy these companies? If you honestly आप अपने दिल से पूछोगे तो आपके पास कोई जवाब नहीं होने वाला है. Either somebody recommended it to you, your broker recommended, your consultant recommended, you got a tip from TV, you assume it is good. That's how most of the people buy their stocks. And they do not have a process in place. Everybody has a system. Somebody, great management. Charan says great man. How do you know it is great management? How do you know that guy is not half corrupt? This great management is all bullshit. Sorry, मेरा लैंग्वेज थोड़ा ब्लंट रहता है, पर मैं ट्रेडर हूँ, इन्वेस्टर हूँ. If you have to make money, you have to become realistic. The fancy words are great in the jobs and other places, not in the stock market. Stock market is built on reality. So, what these are great companies. What are these companies great for? These companies are great for doing futures and options. I love these companies, but not for portfolio. These are great companies for doing futures and options. Now, how many of you would like to make 3% per month risk free? चलो, आप में से कितने लोग 3% पर मंथ इन कंपनी से रिस्क फ्री कमाना चाहते हैं? राइट यस इन द चैट. But me, of course, me. Everybody should say yes. Let's pick up anyone. Let's pick the most popular, Reliance Industries, which is in the list. Now, I'll come to that filtering very soon. But let me teach you something so that your interest in trading comes. I don't buy options. Rule number one, I don't buy options. I think they are suicide bombs. I repeat, I don't buy options because they are suicide bombs. And many of you have lost your money by buying options. Right? Yes, in the chat box, if you lost money by buying options. कुछ लोग शर्म के मारे नहीं बोलेंगे, कुछ लोग बोल भी रहे. बराबर. So now let's go and check out Reliance Industries. This is Reliance. Now, this is the chart of Reliance. Now, what is this? This is a technical chart of Reliance. On the x-axis is the time. On the y-axis is the price of the stock. Every morning, 9:15, the stock market opens, 3:30 it closes, Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. And the price goes up, price goes down. Price goes in up direction, down direction, and sideways direction. Right? So here, let's see in a month, how much does Reliance smoke? This is Reliance. It was stagnant for 10 years, went up, went down, stagnant for 10 years, went up, and now very high chance it will go down. Now, there is a technical parameter called ATR. यदि आपको ट्रेडिंग करनी है, इससे आपकी दोस्ती होनी चाहिए. ATR, apply. And let's see how much does Reliance move in a month? And we see Reliance in a month moves about 116 rupees. What is the percentage? 116 divided by 1292 into 100. So Reliance moves about 9% per month. We know the movement of Reliance. So it can move 100 points up, it can move 100 points down, or it can move 50 points up, 50 points down, multiple combinations. Now, how can I make money out of that? I love people who buy options because I like to sell options to them. Now, I move here in this. This is my option writing software here, where I hardly ever make loss. So now here, I go to this builder and I go to Reliance. And I saw Reliance is at about 1291, about 1300, the Reliance said. So I say, okay, let me do one thing. I take a very simple trade. Remember the thumb rule? The probability of your trade should always be more than 70. Now, let's first buy these options. A call of 1400 and a put of 1200. So I've been very safe. It's 100 rupees up and 100 rupees down. Add a position and look at this trade that I have. This is an option buying trade, which 95% of the people will take. What is the probability of making money? 14.9%. Risk limited to 4,000 rupees. That's where they cheat you. And reward can be infinite. That's how they hook you. Now, I'm not interested in buying, but I am interested in selling my option to this gentleman. So I just shift it. Then I shift this. And this is my trade. A trade of about 27, 28 days with an 85% probability and a 4% return in a month. Tell me, guys, is 4% return in a month good money or bad money? Very good money. It's a very, very good money that we are talking about. Where will this money come from? From my portfolio. If you see here, this portfolio of mine here is already giving me 22 lakh rupees of free money. This is free money for me that the exchange is giving me because I have a portfolio of 60 lakh rupees. It is giving me interest-free 22 lakh rupees to trade. With this 22 lakh rupees, now let's go here. Let's say I want to put this 22 lakh rupees here. Now, I just make this 22 and I make this 22. Modify. So if you see here, this portfolio, which is already giving me money, about 39% per year, this month will give me an additional 89,000 rupees by giving my portfolio on rent and finding a high probability trade, which you have to do only once. Now, do I have to look at this trade? No. In fact, this trade of mine, I can just do through a automated method, which I will tell you in the second half. Let's go back to our old thing that we were doing. Fine. ध्यान में है? तो ये सारे स्टॉक जो आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये पोर्टफोलियो में लेने जैसे नहीं है। ये फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शन, ये स्टॉक पे अगर आप लेंगे, आपके रिटर्न कितने मिलेंगे? 10-15% पर ईयर, दैट्स ऑल दे गिव। 10-15% पर ईयर। थ्रू फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शंस route they can give up to 50% a year. So why waste your money in buying them? And I'm sure most of you own only them. So these are out. So now the stocks that I am interested in are the stocks which have a market cap less than 20,000 crores. How many of are these? 4,492 stocks. You know, 4,492 stocks. Now, you cannot buy 4,492. It is not possible. Now, let's do first some common sense filtering. बताइए आपको वो कंपनियां, वो बिजनेस यू वांट टू बाय विच आर इन डेट, जिन पे उधार है, और वुड यू प्रेफर दोज बिजनेसेस जिन पे उधार नहीं है, विच आर नॉट इन डेट? Which companies should you purchase? Forget stock market. You think as if you're buying a business that you own. Because buying a stock, you become a owner of that business. Yes. Should you buy a company having debt, or should you buy a debt-free company? कुछ चैट बॉक्स में लिखेंगे तो मैं थोड़ा आगे बढ़ पाऊंगा. Alright? Okay, let's go further. Now here in this, and debt to equity ratio, debt to equity is equal to 0. How many are left? Just 738. How many are left? The 738 stocks are left. Almost 80% stock खत्म हो गए एक single filter से. Now we look at another filter. What is another? Yeah, what can be another common sense filter for a business? चलो chat box में लिखिए. What can be another common sense filter for a business? Think and tell. Ramesh was in very good profit. What else? Profits is fine. That's fine. That's a end result, not a filter. Promoter holding, very good, Vishal Gautam. Brilliant. That's a very good answer. We are looking only at those companies where promoter holding is more than 60%. Here, what kind of stocks? अभी ये नाम आपने सुने नहीं. Kesol, Varia Creation, Gujju Tool Room, Swadeshi. You have not heard these names. But I'm sure in 1985, nobody heard Reliance, Infosys, Wipro, TCS. They were unknown companies. When you are buying a portfolio, you want to buy companies that are now small, which will grow very fast and become large companies, which will have a very, very big growth. So now I go here. Very good filter he has given and say, and the promoter holding is greater than 60%. Run this query. Now, how many are left? Only 390. Only 319. Let's open up one and we can look at more filters now. Okay. Now, this is market cap, this is current price. Now, this is a very important filter. You guys are not giving me any good filter because you don't know them. You have to learn them. One of the most important filters is what is the return on the capital employed, you know, of that particular business. So I am looking for a business where, and ROCE is greater than 15%. Run this query. Is greater than 50. Now we have only 112 left. So I am using tuka, speculation, और am I using skill here? क्या यूज कर रहा हूं मैं स्पेकुलेशन कर रहा हूं जुआ खेल रहा हूं या मैं स्किल यूज कर रहा हूं what am I doing? I'm using a skill. I'm using a skill now. A skill that I've been practicing for more than 20 years. And with this, I have become rich. Our two children studying in US, loan free. वहां एक बच्चे को एक साल पढ़ाने की कॉस्ट है 1 करोड़ रुपया. आई ड्राइव कार्स दैट आर मोर देन 1 करोड़ रुपीज. कहां से पैसा आता है? यहीं से आता है. बट आई हैव spent 22 years doing it. How much time are you willing to spend? Most people are not willing to spend a minute. They are looking for a shortcut. यदि आप शॉर्टकट ढूंढोगे तो आपका पैसा शॉर्ट हो जाएगा और कट जाएगा. है ना? इसीलिए you have to have the required amount of skill. Now tell me, will the balance sheet of a company remain always the same? चलिए बताइए. Will the balance sheet of the company remain always the same? Yes or no? No. Very good. That's why you can never have the same stock. Like if you look at Suraj's product, for 3 years it gave us great money. We exited at 905. The balance sheet became bad. Now it is at 500 rupees. Entry and exit both are equally important. Most people know how to buy, they don't know how to exit. You have to become the Arjun of investing, not the either Arjun's son. Right? So now, so we have 112 stocks. Now let's go and find out some more here. Now let's pick up some more. This is a very important factor. Piotrowski score. What is Piotrowski score? Piotrowski score is an accountant's number, which ranges from 0 to 9. 9 is the highest. And it tells us how honest is that balance sheet, how ethical are the standards, and how strong is the fundamentals of that company. So let me do the filter again. I'll say it. And, you know, Piotrowski score is greater than 7. I'm only looking for 8 and 9. So how many do I have? I have 16 stocks now. This is one method. There are 20 methods like this. Now, do I have to just buy them? No, 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 no. Now the hard work becomes, to look at the business model. Now I go here in this. And now I have to very, very carefully scrutinize these parameters and see, like here, this one failed on this parameter. PB by P, which is called the grams number, ideally should be less than 100. It is at 7,291. So this one failed on this parameter. Its earning yield is 1.17. You cannot have a stock with the earning yield less than 10%. And then not only that, then you have to go for the business model. You have to then move on and see what are the competitors doing, the profit and loss statements, how to read the balance sheet, cash flows, and the various ratios. And then What business is it into? So we go here and we say this particular stock, you know, what does it do? Softwares for banks and other things we are looking at. यहां से हमारी इस कंपनी को ढूंढने की प्रक्रिया शुरू होती है. Filtering doesn't give you the stocks. Filtering gives you the potential stocks that you will now analyze. Now I'll spend many days going into the business models, into the nitty gritty of this company and see if it is correct for my portfolio. Because when I'm trading, my risk is limited to only 1 day or 2 days or 10 days. But when I'm holding a stock for years and years, my risk is higher since my holding period is higher. Remember this. People को लगता है long term is safe. It's the ulta. Trading is short term and investing is long term. Trading is short term, investing is long term. So, when you're investing for a long term, for example, a classical example is this. I pray none of you has it. Look at this. Yes Bank used to be a darling of the investors once, but its fundamental became bad. A scam came. And I know people who are still holding Yes Bank, hoping it will go back to 400. It will never go back to 400. Never, ever. Then we have stocks like R Power. Look at R Power. In this, people are still holding R Power. It's dead, gone. This was the reason for the 2008 crash. And look at this. If you're holding this, you have not only wasted money, you have also wasted a lot of time. ट्रेडिंग में आप गलती कर सकते हो, इन्वेस्टिंग में आप गलती कर ही नहीं सकते हो. इन्वेस्टिंग में गलती करी तो लंबा फंसोगे. योर मनी गेट स्टक फॉर अ लॉन्गर पीरियड ऑफ टाइम. सो प्लीज रिमेंबर, रिस्क is directly proportional. Risk is directly proportional to holding period. Holding period. Risk is directly proportional to holding period. I can filter by multiple methods. Like, for example, let's try another filter now. Let's say I'm doing another screening now. See, I have so many filters here. These are all my filters that I teach in the class. Alag filters. Let's create a new filter. I say I'm only interested in looking at micro caps. Now, what are the different caps? We have blue chips, large caps, then mid caps, small caps, and micro caps. माइक्रो कैप्स खजाना है अगर आपको ढूंढना है तो. व्हाट इज द फेलियर रेट इन माइक्रो कैप्स? 98%. आप 100 में से 98 बार गलत होने वाले. So you need to be very skilled to find those 2% stocks. Like Suraj Products, when we bought it, was a micro cap. Let's take an example. I said, what is a micro cap? Market capitalization is less than 100 crores. 100 crores. If I list my company today on the stock exchange, I was doing a valuation one day for SME IPO, my valuation would be about 70 crores. That means I would be a micro cap stock. So we see there are 1,777 micro caps, and you should be very serious about this because 1,777 divided by 4,800 into 100. 37% of the businesses listed on NSE and BSE are micro caps. Let's do a simple filter on this called PEG ratio filter. And PEG ratio is, you know, less than 1 and PEG ratio is greater than 0. Run this query. How many are left? Only 274. I've been able to take off 80% on day one. Then in micro cap तो मुझे उधार वाली बिल्कुल नहीं चलेंगी. Debt to equity ratio. Debt to equity is equal to 0. I have 79 companies, and in this, I'm looking at ICR. Okay. Let's not take ICR. I'll pick up one more in this. Yeah. And interest coverage ratio is greater than 5. I have 19 left now. और ये 19 की अब मैं बैठ के आराम से रिसर्च कर सकता हूँ इनमें से कौन सा खरीदने जैसा है. जैसे I pick up Prism Finance. Let's take a random number 3, Prism Finance. So Prism Finance has a P of about 5. So what is the market expecting from Prism Finance? ये अगर 5% per year का growth देगा तो अच्छा है. So the expectation of the market from Prism Finance is high or low? बताइए. मार्केट का एक्सपेक्टेशन प्रिज्म फाइनेंस से हाई है कि लो है? यस बताइए. लो, वेरी लो. किसी को इस पे भरोसा ही नहीं है. बराबर है. और इसने कोई रिटर्न्स भी नहीं दिए. सो दे आर. लेकिन मैं देख रहा हूं प्रिज्म फाइनेंस की सेल्स ग्रोथ बहुत अच्छी है. इसकी अर्निंग यील्ड ब्रिलियंट है. नाउ दिस इज व्हाट कॉट माय अटेंशन in Prism Finance. And I go further down in Prism Finance and I check out the earnings per share, and I'm pretty okay so far. That means this is a stock I would, you know, look further. जरूरी नहीं कि मैं इसको खरीद लूंगा, पर ये कम से कम एक मेरे फिल्टर में आता है. अभी तो लंबा प्रोसेस है. लेट्स पिक अप हरियाणा लेदर. आई एम श्योर यू हैव नेवर हर्ड द नेम्स. नाउ इसमें आरओसी बहुत कम है. इसमें एक और फिल्टर कर लेता हूं. तो गिव मी स्टॉक्स वेयर रिटर्न and and ROCE is greater than, yes, 50. I found these 7 stocks. And now these 7 stocks, I can look very seriously. The first one is Yuan Electric. Remember, we are in the age of electric. And not bad. For electric, 125 PV, P by P, I don't mind. A PEG ratio is okay, and a good ROC is electromechanical repair and rewind company. मैंने only list में डाल दिया अपना. And it is a consistent performer that I'm seeing. So this is a stock whose 10-year P is 15, now it has gone to 30. Now I'm looking at the earnings per share here, and I see the earning growth is Nah, it failed it. It failed the litmus test. अब तक बड़ा बढ़िया चल रहा था, पर फिनिशिंग लाइन पे आके फेल हो गया, तो आउट. And I keep on working. We have an investors club where we meet 2 times in a month. We have sessions 2 times in a month, 4 times in a month. We meet and we discuss stocks online. And that's how we build our portfolios. So, building a portfolio is a very scientific process. You in blue chip companies that you have in your portfolio, they are not meant for portfolio, they are meant for trading futures and options. And the other ones are meant for you know trading. Now let's move and switch gears to trading. But before I go there, before I teach you technical analysis and charts and moving averages and Bollinger Bands, you know, let's uh, check out how many of you want to build a portfolio like this. Just a minute. I'll create a poll, guys. Polls, I'll create a small poll. Give me a minute. एक poll बना लेता हूँ. Okay. I'm just asking you a question. Would you like to learn how to build a portfolio like mine? Okay. So save library. Just a minute. I'll just give it to you. Yes, guys. I'm launching the poll. Please participate in the poll so I know how many of you like this whole process of building a portfolio on your own. Great. So I have, you know, 100% people say, yes, we would like to have a portfolio. Like one said, no, guys, I don't want. It's okay, sir. Your choice. So now 97% people said, yes, we would like to learn how to build a portfolio like this. Now I give you two choices. Choice number one, is that you become, part of my course where you learn how to do it and do it yourself for the rest of your life. Where you pay the fees for the course. My course is 30,000 rupees plus GST. And today I have a special offer of 20% on the course. Other choices, you pay me only 1,000 rupees and I give you a list of top 20 stocks. So now I'll create one more poll. That's how I get people for my courses. So that, and poll, I'm making one more poll now here. Two choices, very clear choices. Let's make one more here. I'm making in front of you. Learn to fish or eat the fish. The session is till 11, guys. Eh? Learn to fish or eat the fish. Now, two choices. Two choices. Choice number one, 20 portfolio stock list for rupees 1000. Choice number two, learn to build portfolio and trading in course. And choice number three is, that is also your choice, learn to fish or eat the fish portfolio. Portfolio and trading. Okay, let me run this poll now. Yes, guys, I have just launched this poll. There are two choices. I can give you a list of top 20 stocks of mine for 1,000 rupees, or you can learn how to make a portfolio like this, make a great portfolio for yourself and your children. You know, make a great portfolio for yourself and your children and pass the skill to them. The choice is yours. Okay. Now, and both choices are fine. There's nothing right or wrong here. Now, 40% said, give me a list of 20 stocks in 1,000 rupees. Fair enough. And 50% says, you know, I want to learn how to build this. So, how does it work? Now, before I go there, let me tell you what will I be teaching after I do this. I'll be teaching you Bollinger Band. I'll be teaching you Bollinger Band. Remember John Bollinger जिनके साथ मेरा फोटो है, मैं उनका बैंड आपको सिखाता हूँ. पर उसके पहले मैं आपको, this is my company, Pathfinders Trainings. I'm the owner. This is the oldest stock market training company in India. Started in 2007. जब किसी को स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में पता भी नहीं होता था कि ट्रेडिंग जैसा कुछ होता है. I had bought the training from outside, from America, and I started teaching it here. इनफैक्ट ज्यादातर जितने भी आज के ट्रेनर्स हैं वो कभी ना कभी मुझसे पढ़े हुए. So I'm 58 years old now, into this field for more than 22 years now. So here, if you go to paid trainings, see here, this is your choice number one. Pay 1,000 rupees and you get a list of 20 stocks only. With that 1,000 rupees, I also give you another opportunity. आपको 20 कोर्स की लिस्ट मिलती है मुझसे बात करने के बाद, और आपको मेरे साथ एक 1-to-1 व्हाट्सएप का वीडियो कॉल करने को मिलता है, वेयर आई हेल्प यू टू डू योर फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग, सेट योर गोल्स, and I tell you how you should proceed into the stock market. You get a chance to talk to a professional trader. And after talking to me, you can decide, that's your choice, whether you still want to have the 20 stocks or do you want to go forward. That is the choice you have. This is my course. एक ही कोर्स है मेरा, कोई बेसिक एडवांस नहीं होता है, जो आता है वो एक ही में सिखा देता हूँ. So I run a 4 months of online stock market training, which is for 30,000 rupees plus GST. Every year the cost increases, and in January the cost will become 32,000 rupees plus GST. And today in this training I am running an offer. Okay. The various people who passed out in my trainings, if you see here, various cities, more than 8,000 people passed out. Some of the batches here. This is the course, the details of the course I'll just share with you. And this covers everything: trading, investing, algos, risk management, psychology of building, portfolio building. And today, there's a 20% discount going on. So instead of 30,000 plus GST, you pay 24,000 plus GST, total 28,320. And you also get 6 months of interest-free credit card EMI. So this is the only cost you have, or you can just pay 1,000 rupees and get your list of 20 stocks, whatever you want. What is your time commitment? Since all of you are working people, let's understand what is your time commitment. I want you first, there is a goal setting with you that happens with me, you know. Then 20 hours of on-demand learning is given to you, covering all the subjects: fundamental, technical, portfolio building, chart trading, risk management, price action. So this, most people finish in a month, and the recording remains with you forever. Then live concept and strategy learning is every Wednesday 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. रात में होता है, लाइव होता है, रात को होता है. लाइव ट्रेडिंग हैपन्स ऑन ट्यूसडे मॉर्निंग 9 to 10. सुबह आप मुझे हफ्ते में सिर्फ एक दिन चाहिए है, 9 to 10, where you will do live trading with me, algo trading with me. And the recording of the same will be available in the evening. Then you will build a portfolio with me on Wednesday, 1st and 3rd, 12 to 1 in the afternoon. Attendance is not compulsory since that is theory. So you can listen to the recording in the night. And after your 4 months are finished, every Friday morning, 9 to 10, you will get a mentoring session from me for life. That never finishes. This is how the course runs, guys. So I'll send you a link of that. So, but this 20% discount I can't have for all of you. I can have it only for 5 people. The first 5 people will have the 20% discount. You can just pay 1,000 rupees and then decide later on whether you want only the list of 20 stocks or do you want to go for the course. That you can decide after you talk to me. Okay. So, but the 20% discount will only be for the first 5 people that I look into it. So, this is the list here. Those who want to use this opportunity, you can pay with this link here. This is the scan code. You can use this scan code to give you 1,000 rupees payment. And I am also sharing the mobile number of mine, 9967070595. Rupees 1,000, GPay, Paytm, PhonePe. That's the one. And the course details are here. These are all the details of the course in, you know, the course is starting on Monday, and the next course is starting in January. The January will be 32,000 plus GST. Every year we increase the price. Can I get stocks for USA? Mithul Taylor, yes, I can give you stocks for USA also. Not a problem. Okay. So those who want to go into it, you can start doing your payments now. my GPay is open, and I have, just a minute, I'll open here. See here, ask yourself a very simple question. You know, what value do I put on myself? On an average, you guys, do a salary of about 1 lakh rupees a month. So what is your rate per hour? And how much value do you put on yourself? That is very important to understand. And portfolio building will probably be the most important exercise that you will have. Great, guys. So I have 5 seats. That's the maximum I have. And you have 35 minutes to enroll for it. This offer is there till this class is there. Great, guys. Let's move forward into the arena of trading now. Trading. Now, trading is, there are two types of trading: low probability trading and high probability. Low probability trading and high probability trading. Somebody say, please share QR code. Just a minute. This is the QR code here, guys. Many people said so. I have not got the, this is the QR code, guys. This one. I've just shared. Click on that, or you can take it directly from there. Those who want to get the list of 20 stocks or join the course, you can do your 1,000 rupees payment. Just give me, guys, a few minutes break. I'm talking for 1.5 hours, just a 5-minute break, and I'll be back. And then we will learn about the Bollinger Bands and trading. 5 minutes break, I'll be back. Those who want to become a part of the course or get a list of 20 stocks for rupees 1,000, please pay 1,000 rupees using this QR code. I'll be back. Those who have paid 1,000 rupees, one request, please. Please WhatsApp the screenshot of your payment to me on this mobile number that I am sharing with you. I will have a session with you in the morning after from 11 o'clock onwards. From 11 o'clock to about 5 o'clock in the evening, whenever you are free and I find time, it will be a WhatsApp video call, which can range from 10 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on how our conversation goes. And there I help you to plan your financial goals. Most people don't know how to do it. That is something we have been doing for a long, long time. So I would like you to have a value there. The 1,000 rupees that you have paid me, you will get list of 20 stocks, good stocks, and a 10 to 30 minutes of a video session with me on WhatsApp, you know, where we will discuss your financial goals. And there I also want to see whether you are capable to do my course, because there's a chance you might not understand the course or you might not have an aptitude for the course. That's why I do not take people directly into the course. And since you'll be learning from me, it makes a lot of sense that you talk to me before you pay the remaining fees. So this 1,000 rupees that you have paid, if we go ahead with the course, with mutual understanding, this 1,000 rupees will also be adjusted in the course fees. So please, you know, just WhatsApp me here. I have already received a maximum 5 seats. Let's see how many have I got so far. I've got three guys. Three people have already paid me. Krishna Das Kurup, Mitul Chandrakant, and Niketan Lomte. These are the three people who have already paid me. So I have two more seats that you can go for. Okay. So, and you have about, I think, 25 minutes to go for it. Now let's learn about trading here. Okay. Rameshwar Singh says, uh, yes, Rameshwar Singh ji, that should not be a problem. That should not be a problem. I will, see tomorrow. I'll talk to Nikhil, I think, and if that is possible and okay, then we can do for it. No problem, sir. That's a small thing. Okay. Now let's go to a डेयरी कोई एक स्टॉक का नाम तो बताइए यार आई होप यू लाइकिंग दिस सेशन आप मेरी क्लास में आए आपने मेरे साथ बातें करी वो बहुत है मैं अकेला ही चला था जानिबे मंजिल मगर हम सफर मिलते गए और कारवां बनता गया चलिए somebody said okay sir बिरला सॉफ्ट तरनजीत सिंह says मुझे सर बिरला सॉफ्ट अब पहले देखते हैं बिरला सॉफ्ट एफएनओ में है क्या now if I move here market watch, blank market watch, add script. Let's check out BIR Birla. No, Birla Soft इसमें नहीं है. Let's pick up one that is here in this list. And let's pick up, let's say, a known name. क्या पकड़े? Let's pick up, let's say, Asian Paints. Asian Paints पकड़ ले. Okay. I would prefer to, or let's say Reliance. इतने देर से Reliance कर रहे हैं, Reliance Paint. This is Reliance. Now, 26 December, this is a future of Reliance. Then this is a call and put of Reliance of 1300. And then this is a stock of Reliance. A stock of Reliance. बराबर ये तीन मैंने देखे यहाँ पे Reliance. Now, here in this, This is a stock of Reliance. Now, इसका ट्रेडिंग कैसे करेंगे? बहुत सिंपल है. Now, this is the chart of Reliance. ये रोज का Reliance का प्राइस है. This is a everyday price of Reliance. And let's say you only know how to buy, you don't know how to sell. In stock, you can only buy. You will only make money when the price goes up. So, in trading stocks, you make money only when price goes up. मैं आपको तीन तरह की ट्रेडिंग दिखाऊंगा इसमें अभी. I'll show you. We'll finish by 11. I'm on time. We'll finish by 11. You make money only when the price goes up, and you cannot trade when the price goes down. Let's take a very simple example here. Of the many tools I will teach you, let's take one popular one called SuperTrend. It's an ATR tool, SuperTrend 10 to subgraph. Now here, apply. Now in this, let's have a very simple method of trading. Simple method. Let's keep it very simple. Now, let's say you have a capital 5 lakh. You can even do with 2 lakh or 1 lakh or 10,000, but capital 5 lakh. Simple trade लेते हैं. Rule, method, super trend trading, and direction, long, entry, when super trend changes from red to green and goes down, exit when super trend changes from green to red and goes up. हमने रूल लिख दिया, ये मेरा रूल है. This is my rule that I'm looking at here. Now, I have 5 lakh rupees. Let's see here. Now you see, I got an entry. यहाँ पे मेरी entry है. This is my entry here. It is at 1156. मेरे पास 5 lakh rupees है. 5 lakh divided by 1156. I can buy 432 runs. So, but what do I do here? Buy 432 at the rate 1156. So I have bought 432 Reliance at the rate 1156. Now, this is the day I bought it. It's a daily chart. See here. I have no action. I just keep on holding because super trend is still down. Then now, see here, I'm waiting, 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 waiting. See here. How many days have passed? I entered here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 days means 1 month. 20 days means 1 month. You know, what is says send link for 20 stock portfolio payment, just 1 minute. ये वाला है sir. This is the link. You can even pay directly to my mobile number by GPay, Paytm, or Phone Pay. Mobile 595. You can even pay on mobile. Okay, let's go here. तो यहाँ पे और मेरा ट्रेड चल रहा है. I have nothing to do. Now tell me, guys, is this a rocket science I'm teaching you? Or is it simple? This is called trend following. और ये आपको मैनुअली करनी भी नहीं, मैं आपके एल्गो में दिखाऊंगा अभी. Right? So now, here, trade is going on. 2 महीने हो गए, ट्रेड चल रहा है. Trade, at here, trade finishes. See here, trade finishes. Where did the trade finish here? It went up. So here you sell. What did you do here? Sell 1156 at the rate 1329 is equal to kitna hua? This is, let's check out. Oh, mera calculator. Okay, so let's see here. 1156 into 1329. So this has become, I bought it at 115. You know, oh, sorry, sell. My mistake. मेरा गलती. This is 4532. My mistake. 430. Number of stocks will remain the same. Is equal to 432 into 1329. 5,74,000 is equal to 5,74,000. 5,74,000. So कितना profit हुआ? 74,000 rupees. In how many months? We got an entry here, 1, 2, 2.5 months. 2.5 month में आपको 74,000 rupees का इसमें प्रॉफिट हुआ. यदि यही ट्रेड आपने फ्यूचर्स पे लिया होता तो योर प्रॉफिट वुड हैव बीन 7,40,000 because futures has got a 10-time leverage. And here, the entries and exits are based on a technical parameter. This is just one of the parameters I have. Similarly, there are multiple parameters. Let's say I can add in this a moving average, crossover, let's say exponential 10. This is another parameter I can use based on which I can move. और ऐसे ऐसे कम से कम नहीं तो 50 पैरामीटर. So this is the very basic of trading. अभी बहुत सिंपल सा एक मेथड देखते हैं और हम उसको एल्गो से करने की कोशिश करेंगे. Let's take Reliance here. And I want to do, this was what trading I was doing? I was doing positional trading. I was doing positional trading. Let's do now intraday breakout. Intraday breakout trade. Intraday breakout in Reliance. मैंने सिंपल सा लॉजिक बनाया एक. ये भी निकाले. मैं क्या करूंगा, मुझे नहीं पता है रिलायंस ऊपर जाएगा कि नीचे. आई डोंट नो whether the Reliance will go up or down. I will take the first 3 candles. 9:15 to 9:20, 9:20 to 9:25, and 9:25 to 9:30. I will find their range and I will buy above and sell below. I'll buy above and sell below. मेरे साथ जो भी आप ट्रेडिंग करेंगे सब ऑटोमेटेड करेंगे, एल्गो से करेंगे, एक भी मैनुअल ट्रेड आप नहीं लेंगे. Now let's see how will we do this in algo. Let's see, I have here, this is right. Let's pick up here in this. Yeah, this is one of the algo platforms going on here. Now in this, I want to okay, this one. Yeah, this one. ये वाला ले लेते हैं. I pick up here, I say, I want to make a breakout trade in Reliance Future. So I said Reliance Future. Let's have it as the last topic of the day. Reliance Future breakout. Range breakout trade in Reliance. Select. And I say my candle will start at 960. पहले 1 मिनट के कैंडल में बहुत वोलेटिलिटी होती है. And my candle will finish at 9. And I will finish this trade at 3:15 in the afternoon. Would you, won't you like a trade जहां आपका involvement ना हो? When do you take this trade? In the night. आपको ये दिन में लेना ही नहीं. आपको ये ट्रेड लेना है रात को 10 बजे और 11 बजे के बीच में. How many of you have time in the night to trade? Yes. How many of you can trade at 10 o'clock in the evening? Because in the morning you're very busy in your office and you have no time to look at the office in the morning, at the market in the morning. Night is better. Of course, Ramesh, night is better. Now here on this one, if you see, now we go here in this and I say, I am working on a risk of 8,000 rupees in this trade. And I'm using a capital of 1,50,000 rupees. I've decided this trade. And I say, whenever I am making 4,000 rupees, I will trail 800 rupees in this. So I've decided मैं क्या ट्रेड करने वाला हूँ, कौन सा मेथड ट्रेड करने वाला हूँ, कितना मेरा रिस्क होगा उसमें. Like I'm risking 8,000 rupees out of 1,50,000 rupees. And then I go here and I say I'm looking at a future of Reliance. Select. I'll buy when it is above that candle and I will sell when it is below the candle. I will sell when it is below the candle. Okay. So I more or less Reliance future breakout. Let's say 30th November 24 का मेरा ट्रेड मैंने डिसाइड किया. Click on save. So I have created my algo trade. मैंने अपना algo दे दिया. And now I want to say यार किसी काम का ट्रेड है भी कि नहीं. Has this trade worked in the past? In manual trading, that is not possible. But in this, it is possible. How? You you can back test it. I say I want to back test it for a year to see if this method over 1 year gave me money. So I have you get this algo platform when you come into the training. जब आप ट्रेनिंग में आ जाते हैं तो ये आपको साथ में कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री मिलता है. And I say, yep, this looks like a good method where in 1 year my return is about 149%. And you can see this one in the past has given me in the last 12 months profit in 11 months out of 12. 11 months out of 12. And now I can just deploy it. I can just deploy it in live. You can even try the method in paper first to see if it works. पेपर में काम किया तो बाद में उसको आप लाइव में लगा दीजिए. Fine. So I'm putting it directly live and click on deploy, subscribe, and here my job is finished. कल सुबह 9:30 पे वो अपनी एंट्री ढूंढ लेगा, उसका स्टॉप लॉस लग जाएगा, रिस्क मैनेज हो जाएगा, प्रॉफिट आएगा तो ट्रेल हो जाएगा, और 3:15 पे ऑटोमेटिक ट्रेड स्क्वायर ऑफ हो जाएगा. टेल मी, is your presence required? No. If you are sitting near the market when the market is open, very sorry to say, you know nothing about the market. Okay, guys, I think that was a good session. Thanks for remaining till the end. And, you know, I'm almost done. 5 minutes left for question answers. If you have any queries, you can ask me. 5 minutes for question answers. Then we will close. I'll just drink some water. You put your questions. I still have almost 70% people still there. 30% have gone, 70% are still there. Another thing I forgot to tell, I also run a deep breathing and meditation room. Once you become part of the course, you are sent an invite for it. It happens every Wednesday, 9:30 to 10:30. And there I teach scientific meditations for de-stressing and health benefits. Okay, now when you will be scheduling a one-to-one will be tomorrow, starting at 11 o'clock. I'll just, tomorrow morning around 10, I'll WhatsApp you and ask you what time is suitable for you. I'll give slots, guys. I'll give slots. 30 minutes each slots I'll be giving. And then I'll ask you what time is suitable. Now, I'll not bug you now, it's too late. So tomorrow, 10 o'clock, I'll WhatsApp you and you just tell me what time is suitable. Or you can do even better thing, please WhatsApp me in the chat box, in my WhatsApp, not chat box, WhatsApp पे मुझे do a WhatsApp. What time is suitable to you between 11 and 6 tomorrow? What time is suitable to you? और I can ask for a poll. रुको, easy हो जाएगा. मैं अभी कर लेता हूँ. 1 मिनट दे दीजिए मुझे. मैं poll बना देता हूँ. Okay, all those who have paid 1,000 rupees and you want one-to-one with me, just a minute. I will just create a poll. तो मुझे आराम हो जाएगा. Suitable time. SUI suitable time for one-to-one. One-to-one with me. ओके, जस्ट मैं बना देता हूँ अभी आपके लिए. टाइम आप मुझे यहाँ चॉइस कर दीजिए तो मुझे ध्यान आ जाएगा. सो आई हैव दीज स्लॉट्स 10 to 11. Then I've got 11 to 12. I have got 12 to 1. Then 1 to 2, I'm having lunch. Then I have a slot 2 to 3. And then 3 to 4. 4 to 5. And okay, this is The maximum here. Okay, 4 to 5. That's the max. I think the maximum is still 5. Add choice 5 to 6. Okay, so I required save. Okay, library. I'll just run the poll. You let me know. I'm just running the poll. Just write to me in this what is your suitable time for people who have paid 1,000 rupees. वही इस poll को बोलेंगे. So I'll know that this time would be suitable for you. Now, Bharat Rohit says, sir, how much minimum capital required for trading? Ideally, minimum 1 lakh, Bharat. 1 lakh is the minimum capital required for trading. वो तो मिनिमम लगता है आपको एक सिंपल ट्रेड भी करना है तो ऑप्शन राइटिंग करनी है तो लगभग 2 लाख रुपए लगते हैं. Any other question? Last 1 minute, then I will close. Okay, guys. 11 o'clock, time to close. Let's finish with a prayer. Om Sena Vavatu Senav Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvinam Vaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you very much.